Hi, everybody. It's Ia Patsy, and I'm going to be doing the reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June 2018. So I already did my prayers, cut the cards, and laid out the spread. We're going to be starting off this spread with the Akashic Tarot, and that's by Susan Ann Klinger and Sandra Ann Taylor. So this is a five-position spread here. So let's get started with your first card. First card that came for you here is number 2, the Akashic Library. All right, so this is about you doing your research, okay? You trying to find out what your mission is here on Earth. Okay, you are doing genealogy, you are going through old photographs and old books, anything that you can find that can explain, excuse me, what your mission is in this world. You've been feeling this calling, this spiritual calling coming towards you. You know that there is something here that you have to do, but you're trying to look into what it is that you've already experienced. So maybe you're thinking about going through some past life regression therapy. All right. Let's take a look at the Akashic Library. Number 2. Mm-hmm. Just trying to get the glare off of it. Mm. That's going to be the best this one's going to do. Akashic Library. Look, excuse me. Mm. Inside of a great library, candles cast a glow upon the books and tall shelves. A sage sits thoughtfully with an open book on his table and a quill pen in his hand. Sometimes this card can indicate writing or publishing a book, but this card also symbolizes a new initiation, an ability to manifest a new life in every way. You move deeper into the Akashic records and into a higher self-awareness. Further investigation may be required, but you now have a better understanding of your old motives and your new purposes. There's also a time of heightened intuition, as well as greater self-creation. During this phase, all you have to do is add a little conscious effort to write your new records in the Akasha. If you get started today, write one simple declaration about the future you wish to create and repeat it to yourself often. Then decide one thing you can do to make it happen. Anything can happen now. The breadth of the landscape before you rests solely on the scope of your imagination and your will to own it. Okay, so possibilities are endless. You have all the information you need, all the tools at your disposal. It's just up to you to decide which way you want to go. All right. Next card that came up for you in this part of the reading was card number 16, Caught in the Ruins. Okay, so this card is kind of similar to the 8 of Swords in the regular tarot deck. So these two people are sitting there looking, not even looking at each other, looking past one another, and they are feeling stuck. Actually, they're not stuck because they could get out of this self-imposed prison. See, the gate is in the front, and there are walls, but there's no walls on the top. And even where there are walls, the walls seem to be feeble. But these two people have decided that they're stuck in a prison of their own making. They could help each other out of it even. You know, one could stand on the other one's shoulders, the other one could lift the other one up. But they're just sitting there having a pity party. So, caught in the ruins and the Akashic Library. Okay, so maybe you've been doing some research and you got stuck. Or you think you're stuck. Maybe you've hit that place sometimes when you're doing genealogy, like, and you can't get further because you don't have enough information. You don't know which records you should go with. That could be what this is, too. Yeah, that could be a scenario for some of you. You have been working and doing your research. All right. So this is another message. This could be about somebody who is studying or going through their final exams or something, and they've done all the studying, but they're still afraid that they're not going to make it, that they're going to fail. Okay. But this is just because you're not having confidence in yourself. You know the work. Number 16. 1 and 6 is 7. 7 is a number of creation, of perfection, of a masterpiece. You know the work. You just think you don't know the work. Maybe this is a lesson for you. Whatever got you to the place where after all the studying that you still feel like you're not going to make it. Maybe there's something that you're doing between the studying and the testing that you might need to adjust. Next card that came for you here was number 6, 6 of Forces, the waterfall. This talks about starting things with a clean slate, being open to the messages, being open to the blessings. It's like a baptism. It's like a cleansing. Being able to take in all the new information, let it come into you and let it wash over you. And then it spreads around you, spreads just like water spreads. This is something that is transformative, refreshing. So there's a change that's going on, and it's kind of coming on like really quickly, even though it's not. It's not an overnight change. This is something that has been building up, but it kind of feels like at some point that all of the information, all of it is going to be washing down on you like the rain, like the waterfall. And this is not something that you thought that you had planned on doing. This is not part of your plan in your human mind. But you couldn't avoid the spiritual growth and expansion and this blessings. For some of you, this could be talking about actually going and getting baptized, or maybe taking a baby to be baptized and christened. But I think this is saying that once you start getting used to having all of this spiritual growth, you're going to feel brand new, refreshed, and clean. You might have to separate from some people, or separate yourself from some people at times. but this is something that's good for you, and it feels great, and it's going to bring you a lot of knowledge and a lot of knowledge, comfort, opportunities. hmm Okay, so you're over here stuck in the ruins, caught in the ruins of your own making, your own self-imposed prison. Okay, I think that what this is saying is that once you go in to take this test or whatever you have to do, everything's going to come rushing into you. You're going to have everything you need. You're going to be able to present this present this, whatever it is, a dissertation or some presentation, or taking that exam at the for graduation. So this is in the month of June. So there'll be finals and stuff going on. So I think what it's saying is that when you sit down to take the test, all the information is going to come rushing back to you, and you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Next card that came here was the Three of Scrolls, setting your course. So study, make a plan. You're going to be going forward. You're going to be fine. You're going to accomplish it. You're going to graduate. You're going to get your degree or pass the class. Whatever it is that you were setting out to do, you are going to do it. You have your plans. You have guidance. You have a vision of what it is that you are trying to accomplish and where you are going. You see the rainbow over here? That's good. Everything is going to work out well in your favor. Once you get out of your head over here, stop worrying about it. It's going to be fine. Last card, Eight of Keys, Master Artisan. You pass the test, okay? You are going to get a good grade. You are going to get whatever credentials it is that you have been seeking. Okay, you're going to get whatever it is that you have been working so hard for. Okay, and you're going to be doing quality work too. This is quality work. So when you're not only going to pass, you're going to ace it. Okay, so that's a message for some of you Aries out there. So this could be talking about work or school. Okay, that whatever it is that you are worried about, your presentation or your exam that you're going to take that you have been studying for. Maybe you have been studying with a roommate. Maybe that's why the both of you are sitting here, or like a study group or something. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're just gonna be fine. Okay, so the next cards that we are going to be looking at here will be from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck, and that's by Colette Baron-Reid. So let's see if there are any further messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June 2018. Any other information for Aries? Anything else? Anything that Aries needs to understand about this journey in regards to this scenario, or if there's some other scenarios, some advice, some affirmations for the month of June 2018. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aries. Thank you. The Diamond Dreamer. Material wealth and true prosperity. It's another 6. right? You had a 6 up here, 6 of forces, and here you have 6, the diamond dreamer. Material wealth and true prosperity. Let's use the book. This talks about the successful manifestation of the unseen to the material. Be sure you truly want what you think you desire, for this ally will commit to getting it for you. All manner of conditions will flow around you. Messages from Spirit will serve to guide you towards achieving your heart's desire. If you want a house, you'll be led to it. If your priority is a new job with the right continual steps, you will achieve this. If you desire a more harmonious relationship, the measures needed to create this will be obvious. This talks about material gains, a project finally paying off. Seeing the tangible results of your ambition. Making appropriate choices. Positive communication is possible in all of your relationships. Okay, so again, don't worry. Looks like you're going to do fine on the exam or on whatever this business venture is. And the next card you got was the Sun Dancers. Again, talking about abundance, joyful activities, celebrations of life, abundance. Number 32 is 5. So this is going to be a change. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 talks about changes, creativity. You're going to have what you want. You're going to have your wishes fulfilled. That's really basically what they're saying. Don't worry about. Okay, so maybe you blew it off a couple of nights. Is that a phrase anymore? Blew it off? Like if we didn't study, then we would say we blew it off. Okay. As your ally, the Sun Dancers celebrate you now and remind you of the laws of success and praise. Success and praise. Anything you place your intention on will manifest and experience, so the laws are always perfect. Expect the best and praise it in advance. This unleashes the magic of mystical magnetic energy, drawing circumstances to you to create the reality that you envision. Give thanks in advance for the grace and the goodwill of the divine. Be willing to dance the victory dance as if your greatest dreams are realized, and watch how easily things begin to fall into place. Stay positive and leave the timing up to the divine. All things are possible now. Dance the joy of being and celebrate your life in abundance today. So maybe you are going to be going out and having a party after you get the results from this exam. All right, or the test results after they're posted, and you see that all your worries were for nothing and that you needed to calm down, then maybe you're going to be going out and celebrating. But what this is saying is that in the next steps, whatever it is you're going to do, whether you're going to start going on job interviews or increasing your business, getting ready to attend college or signing up for classes, all of these things, these moves are going to bring you more and more abundance. So let's see if we can get any cards from the Guidance Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Okay, any further messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? A no. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Just one card, please. Just one card. Excuse me. This is fatigue. This is sometimes what it looks like when you try to push yourself. But it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Constant yawning. Okay, let's go. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aries. Thank you. Sieg, quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Study. Quiet time. Study. Sieg. Let's see what she is talking about. Oh my goodness, stop please. Okay, message from Siege. Shh, dearest one, quiet your mind. Breathe and let go of worries. Let go of words. Let go of plans. Go into that space of silence deep within you, that vortex of peace where the world does not enter. Now is the time to retreat in silence and spend time alone. I'll lovingly help you rejuvenate and recenter yourself. Don't try to make any decisions now. Just allow your mind to be at rest. You'll know soon enough when it's time to take action. But for now, quiet and rest. Quiet your mind and rest. This talks about going on a retreat or a vacation. This talks about listening more and talking less. Avoid loud noises and sounds. Meditate. Surrender that mind chatter to heaven. And know that you're more sensitive to noise right now. So, as you go on your spiritual journey and as you start tapping into those empaths and those other kind of talents and gifts, you're going to start to become a little more sensitive to noises and to violence and to some people's sunlight. They can't go outside without glasses, right? They have to have their head covered at all times. So this could be advice that they may be giving to you. The Gnostic goddess Siege is considered to be the great silent or the great silence or void from which all creation sprang. Siege reminds us that words create duality and that in silence we find our true origin and self. Quiet is omnipresent power that gives birth to wisdom, just as the Gnostics hold that Siege is the mother of Sophia, the goddess of wisdom. Siege teaches that our roots are the silent void of the universe, and that it's important for us to reconnect with silence regularly. Okay? So maybe when you're going and doing studying, reminding you to be quiet when you go to the library to do your reading and your research and your studying. Not so much talking, but opening yourself up to the messages as they are being sent to you from your ancestors, your divine guidance. Okay, these are the Native Spirit Oracle cards, and they are by Denise Lynn. All right, so we're going to see if we can get one more card for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pardon me, you guys. This really is the fatigue. Excuse me. Okay. One more. One card from the Native Spirit Oracle, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Again, wow. In the last reading that I did for, who was the last person just now? Scorpio. Nature spirits. Now, I went through a big thing with them, so I'm going to tell it to you too, because I don't want no problems. When I see the Nature Spirits card indicated in the Conscious Spirit Oracle, from the very first day that I've seen that card, those of you who've been watching for a while, you'll remember that Native Spirit brought to my mind alcoholism. So I'm going to read the regular meaning that it has out of the book too, but I'm going to say that this could be talking about addictions. It could be talking about alcohol dependency, drug dependency. It could be talking about codependency also. But maybe there's partying and dancing and not enough studying. That's why you were having this meltdown thinking that you're going to fail this test. Well, you're going to do fine as long as you do your work and not be partying, you know, the last hurrah before summer. It's not going to work. If you do that, you're just increasing your chances of failure. Why take the chance when you know which way you've been told to go? Nature spirits. This talks about joy and delight, peaks of carefree abandon, living wildly, magically, and free, being open to the wonders of the universe that are flooding into your life. Innocence and delight are abounding. Happiness is on its way. Almost every indigenous culture presents stories and fables of fairies who are often called little people, and they were also called native spirits. Although some of the fairies act in protection of their wild lands and should be treated with care and respect, most often they bring blessings and delight to all in their realm. If this card chooses you, then welcome to a wellspring of joy and magic. Beyond the surface, mystical interventions are occurring in your life. Relax. All is well. Even taking a few moments of stillness in the natural world can help you attune to the world of the little people and nature spirits. If you see a small flash of light or a movement of a tree in a windless day, these are often signs that the wee folk are near. Fairies and sylphs. All right. So now, this is a new part of the reading. And so what we're doing here, we're going to be using this book, this deck, and it's called The Past Lives by Doreen Virtue and Dr. Brian Weiss, MD. So what we're going to do is these cards, let me read it to you. Your eternal soul has lived other lifetimes that affect your current career, health, relationships, family, and life lessons. This oracle deck will help you understand your own patterns and behaviors so that you can overcome negative blocks and enjoy greater business, well-being, and love. So, each one of these cards has a message in reference to past life journeys, different experiences that people take or they have assumed or thought that they had taken before. They want to get a clearer picture of their personality, who they are, and where they came from. So there may be some people who do past life regression. So what this is kind of helping you avoid that fee and see if you can get any messages about your past life and your past experiences. So what we're going to do is we're going to get 3 cards. Card number 1, card number 2, card number 3. Each of these cards, you're going to decide on one card that resonates with you. And the way you're going to do this is you're going to tune into your ancestors, ask them to guide you to the card. Which of these cards is the message that they were utilizing the cards to send to you? So in other words, I'm shuffling, but your ancestors are the ones who are sending the messages. So ask them to validate and to direct you towards which card it is that they want you to have so that you can get the message that they want you to get, right? Well, I know that that was the first card because it turned high up. It turned right side up. So I have card number 1. I'm not going to show you the card. I'm not going to show you the front of the card. I'm going to show you the back. So, ask your ancestors, is this your message? Card number 1. Okay. So, okay. You got 2 more. So, this is card number 2. Card number 2. Ask your ancestors, ask your spirit guides, which one of these cards is the message that they're sending to you. And the last card here is card number 3. Card number 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, take a deep breath, everybody. Get comfortable. Tune into your ancestors and let's see what it is that they have to say. Those of you who chose card number 1, your message is rather, High Priest or Priestess. High Priest or Priestess. You probably already know that you were a high priest or a high priestess during one or more prior lifetimes. Most people who have held these roles have a conscious sense of it. You've also retained your heightened spiritual knowledge. which this card is urging you to put into greater practice. It's time for you to reignite your spiritual power and use it in service of your divine mission of healing, teaching, and helping the world. This card urges you to release any insecurities you may have about your spiritual abilities or any fears about others knowing your beliefs. So do not be hiding your light under a bushel. This is card number 1, okay? So while I'm reading this, maybe you have some physical reactions. Maybe you feel lightheaded. Maybe you'll get a pain, or you'll hear ringing or something. I might start twitching. That is an indication that your soul is resonating with that message also. But it could happen tonight. It could happen days from now. It could happen anytime now, between now and the end of June. Any synchronicities, repetitions of words or numbers or colors, things like that. Start to write those things down. Keep them in a journal. And they will help you get a clearer picture of exactly who your guides are and what it is that you came here to accomplish. So, those of you who chose card number 2, Celtic. Celtic. So, it's saying it has something to do with Ireland, Scotland, Wales. I don't know. Let's see. Celtic. You drew this card because you had significant past life in Celtic lands, and you continue to feel bonded to this culture. Perhaps you lived or visited the Isles of Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or England. If so, you may have a sense of deja vu and be an Anglophile, a person who adores these creatures. Oh, I'm sorry, these cultures. Why did I say creatures? Lord have mercy. An Anglophile, a person who adores these cultures in Scotland, Wales, Ireland, or England. You're also fascinated with Stonehenge and King Arthur's Camelot. You may have learned the old religion of the Celtic lands, which involved the use of healing herbs and gaining wisdom from oak trees. You could even be an ancient druid in disguise. Your connection to the elemental realm has made you love fairies and elves and all fae. You also respect and love trees, especially oaks and willows. If you haven't done so already, schedule some visits to the ancient sacred areas of the United Kingdom and Ireland. Exploring their stone, circle, castles, and spiritual artifacts may trigger additional healing memories. Okay, so if you're drawn to those type of things, Shakespeare maybe, that might be an indication that you have this in your background, that you lived in this time and had a life that encompassed all of those experiences. Very good. One more card, and those of you who chose card number 3, the arts. The arts. Okay, here we go. You have artistic and creative talents that desire expression. This card comes to you as a sign that that you would do well in an occupation relating to the arts, okay? It also indicates that you are involved in the arts in prior lifetimes, which can explain your natural talents in the present. As a prodigy, you have artistic skills that are innate and don't require training or the need to practice. These inherent abilities have been passed down from prior lives. It's important to explore and to give yourself permission to unleash your artistic side. This could lead to a lucrative career or fulfilling avocation or hobby. So take arts and crafts classes and follow your inner guidance about creativity. Very good. So, Aries, let me know how these cards resonated with you. Let me know how this entire reading resonated with you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, subscribe, and share. All right. And I would really appreciate it if you would share it with your friends. All right. Help me get these messages out. Thank you so much. These messages need to be shared, and I appreciate the opportunity to do that. And so I'm asking for your assistance. Okay, now we're going to start getting the runny nose. I got one more to do, and we're going to try to do it right now. Okay, as soon as I finish cleaning this up and uploading this, who knows what time it'll be, but I'm going to get it done. So thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you in the middle of the month for your love bite. Don't forget the notification button so that you can get notification whenever I upload material or go live, because I will eventually. All right, so I'll be talking to you guys soon. Love you very much. Bye.